Okay, here is your daily reading lesson for Monday, May 4th. We are still focusing on the reading strategy questioning. We're going to dive a little deeper and talk about how good readers ask themselves questions before they read, during, and after. So sometimes when we're thinking about questions, we can think of them like this. Sometimes there's the thin questions, which are kind of those right there in the book questions. How many, who, when, and where. You can go right back into the text and figure out the answer. But sometimes there's the thick questions, which are like the think and search kind of questions where you may not find the answer. Sometimes it's inferred. Sometimes the author isn't going to tell you what the answer is. So questions like, what if, how would you feel if, why did, thinking about the characters, how did, what might happen if, or what would happen if. So those are some different kinds of questions that you really want to be thinking about when you're reading different kinds of text. Okay, so in your packet, the first thing for the week is you've got an article that looks like this in a tropical rainforest. So your job, and I put this in the daily lesson as well, is before you start reading, on here, I want you to record a question that you might have about the reading, about the content of the reading, anything like that. There's no wrong answer, boys and girls. You're the reader. You have your own questions. Okay, so once again, there's no wrong answer. So go ahead and write a question before you read. Then I want you to read this to yourself or read it out loud. If it's not at a good reading level for you, have someone read it to you. Okay, and then during reading that, I want you to stop at least once, okay? And I want you to ask yourself a question, okay? Maybe you have a question about a certain paragraph, or maybe something didn't make sense, or maybe you're wondering about what happened or the information that's there, okay? I want you to keep reading, and then at the end, under the after section, I want you to, did the text leave you with any I wonders or any questions afterwards? Okay, so that your goal is to try to get one for each of those. So once again, I want you to read this and go ahead and fill that out, and that is your job for today. I also put a link on there to the Great Kapok Tree, which is, let me see if I can grab that, boys and girls. Oh, hold on one second. So, and you don't have to listen to this today, boys and girls. It can be anytime, but there's just a link on there for this story.